When it comes to stoves, it's important that, again, we determine what type of stove is it. In this video, we're going to speak about glass stovetops, which is most common in most of our households nowadays. This glass stove needs to be cleaned very well. When I say cleaned very well, not only does it need to be rubbed down and wiped down with water and soap, however, if you could see there are grooves around here. Sometimes they're flush, most of the times they're not. But there is this whole groove around, and there you need to really clean very well. Hot water, pour it on it, water, soap. You may need to use a toothpick to get into the crevice. Make sure that all around there's absolutely no crumbs, no dough, no residue of any food. Being that it's glass and it's very flat, it is pretty simple when it comes to the top part since there's no knobs. However, it's the around part that needs its greatest attention. Once the stove is fairly clean, at that point you would again not use the stovetop for anything for 24 hours. Let it rest, let it sit, and then you would turn it on to its highest setting, and while they're all on, you would take hot water from a kettle and pour on the hot water. It rarely happens, almost never happens, that the glass stovetop breaks, especially if it's something new. If it's a new, well-built stovetop, it will not. They're made to withstand and endure that type of heat, especially when it's coming from liquid, because the pots always spill over. So that's the way to kosherize the stovetop. It's pretty simple. Again, it's hot water when it's on its highest setting after being cleaned. Another very important part to pay attention to when it comes to cleaning the stovetop is the hood. The hood also needs to be cleaned. Depending on the height of the hood, depending on where it is, sometimes some have flaps, some don't. This one does, see? It's important to open this up, get in here, clean this area very well. This whole area needs to be wiped down. Food spritches up, and make sure that we need to clean it. As well as the front, the buttons, the side. It should all be very, very clean. We only do this once a year, so make sure your house is really, really clean once a year. This backsplash, whether it's the regular backsplash or something different, needs to be cleaned extremely well because, again, food does bubble up and spill up, and we wouldn't want something dropping back and forth and unfortunately ruining the food that we work so hard to cook for Passover.